someone chickened out to make a public appearance. I don't know if you guys know who that is. Let me break it to you. Drum roll, please. Yeah, Dimbill will not. Or should I tell you? William. The man was so scared of being booed at, and he's like, no, there ain't no way I'm going there. They're gonna boo at me like I'm being chewed on the internet across all platforms. Why would I put myself through that again? So Brits are not happy because this man again has chosen to miss such a very important event, and people, it's not sitting well with the UK media, and of course with the Brits. The public is not happy about that he pays a lot of attention to his pet projects like art shit and the climate, whatever, and he misses the Remembrance Day. He does not care about the heroes. I mean, is this the first time that William has skipped such an important event? No. But here's the funny thing. It's the fact that the Rangers are saying, oh, he's still in Brazil. He was so tired. Don't you guys know jet lag? He's so tired. Give it a rest. He needs to rest. He's been working hard. Shut up. You had the Prime Minister Starmer there and he attended. So this is an important event. William should have been there. That's what so many people, a majority of the people on the internet are saying. He should have been there. So where is he? And someone said he was so to attend. Sometimes I look at the comments and whatever you guys are saying, I'm telling you it's crazy. When I gave you some of these comments, they're just light because I cannot put all the worst, like nasty ones, but just know people are eating him up. So you had GB News said, breaking, Prince William absent from the royal family lineup at Festival of Remembrance. That is not sitting well with a lot of people. So apparently it was earlier announced that he will be attending, and then all of a sudden last minute it's like, no, he's not going to attend, and guess who fills in for him? His own son George. Yeah, so, and then again they will run like he's still in Brazil, he was so tired. Oh, just cut him some slack. He had a very busy week in Rio. No, we know why he did not attend. It's because he chickened out. He knows people are angry with him, people are upset with him, and he cannot imagine being booed at, because I kid you not, he would have been booed at. Right now he's trending for all the wrong reasons, because the comments right now, people are still eating him up with his climate hoax agenda. And it's even more infuriating to the public that he would rather attend such an event but not care about Remembrance Day, which is such a huge festival in UK that he again chooses to miss. And I think William does this because he knows the UK media is going to lie for him. The UK media is going to make excuses for him. He should have been there. And I love how people, when the Rangers keep saying, oh, he's tired, he's jet lagged, people are like, well, the Prime Minister was also there and he attended, so what's William's excuse? And then someone else again in the comments, like crazy, says, oh, he had to spend more time with Jason. Sometimes, guys, I kid you not, the internet is crazy. So yeah, and the audacity for him to use his son for that, to fill in. The thing with William is he likes dishing out. Like, he incites this hatred towards Harry and Meghan from the UK media for years. Harry and Meghan have been able to endure that. But when it's dished back, man cannot handle it. When it's hot, that's when he dips. He's like, oh no, I ain't about to let these people boo me. Oh, I'm not about to take accountability for my actions. So what do? Let me hide for a minute. When it dies down, then I'll come out, pretend and lie again, pledge something, and then it will all go away. Or I'll send my minions to make excuses for me. Like, say whatever. That is who William is. That is the future king of England, and people are not happy about him. Like, he's just adding more fuel to the fire. You are a joke because you went and made a fool of yourself. I'm talking about climate, when you are the biggest climate hypocrite, when you have the biggest carbon footprint, and you think you would attend such an important event, but then again you choose to skip. So that even adds more fuel to the fire. People are even like, oh, so you don't care. Oh, that is more important than your own heroes, the people who fought for your country. That is, you don't care. I don't know how many times this people is going to sink in William and Charles don't care about veterans. They don't care about the war. They don't care about their soldiers. Let me give you an example. During Invictus Games, in Canada, they didn't even say or wish the UK Team UK, any, wishes for them to. They didn't send out any statement for their veterans. And you expect William to show up? They don't care. And then this man will send his bots to harass Harry whenever Harry is doing something amazing with veterans, like when he was in Canada with the veterans, which was super successful because Harry is getting so much love. He's a natural at that. His heart is in it because he is a veteran himself. But William hates that. He tries to cosplay Harry, it backfired. He tried that in UK, backfiring. Oh, and here's another thing. He's still throwing a tantrum. He never takes accountability. He does not sit down and reflect or even say, hey guys, I'm sorry. I know you guys are pissed that I say this at the climate, whatever. No, it's now again. He threw a tantrum saying Harry took the spotlight away from him. That Harry did that intentionally by going to Canada to get the spotlight on himself, to upstage him. Guess what? Right now he's blaming Charles. I kid you not. He is blaming Charles and saying, look, this is one of his minions. So this is from William. This is Tom Sykes. Exclusive. William's fury as Charles crushes his big wig with a little help from David Beckham. That was when Charles was knighting Beckham. So they were all, they were throwing a fit saying Harry is upstaging who? William. Well, all along it was Charles. Charles and David Beckham. Oh no, this is crazy. So, of course, he will not take accountability. I love how people are just so infuriated with him and the way he just keeps digging himself deeper and deeper. But I know, and a lot of people are convinced, it's because he did not want to get booed at. He knew that is inevitable. He's going to be booed at. And he cannot. That will bruise his ego. So he chose to skip, like the coward that he is. He chickened out. He was just home watching or doing what? Someone else said maybe he was just partying and he could not wake up because of a hangover. It's just a stupid reason why he could not attend. But mostly it's because he's scared, because he does not want to get, be called out. Anyway, guys, the internet is pissed and here are the comments. So you have Zainab say, he's tired, maybe angry that no one cared about his Adshot prize despite all the celebrities he brought. And even when he got the attention for his COP30 speech, it is actually people dragging him. Harry's hat got more attention than his Adshot. Zayn says, because he's upset that his Adshot shit flops and people are calling him out for someone who uses private jets like taxi. Doogie says, that's because this idiot is jetting all over the world preaching about climate change. How hypocritical. Bagsy says, William is a globalist gimp like his dad. Big ears, sausage fingers. It's a disgrace that the future king has ignored his duty to attend this event while globe-trotting and supporting the net zero scam. Another traitor. Brian says, sadly, I conclude he's a bot prick. I'd hoped he was better than his dad. Geoffrey says he fell over his lies and hurt his tongue. Robert says, Starmer got back. Why couldn't William? Good one. Ola says, disgraceful he chose to be at a climate scam event rather than to recognize our heroes and history. Shame on you at Kensington Palace. Rebel says, at this point, who gives an F what any of them do? They're certainly not interested in helping. Steve says, because he's been busy spouting lies and untruths, paid up world puppet like the rest of them, pushing nonsense to the brainwashed. Nemo says he's busy living it up with the rest of the scammers. Lemmer says he's too busy admiring the 8-mile road that had hundreds of thousands of carbon-absorbing trees chopped down so him and the other private jet travelers could get to COP30 easily. Far more important than pouncing about remembering long-dead people who fought for this country. Pat says, too busy lecturing us from Brazil. William obviously doesn't give a damn about those brave men who fought and died for us. He is in his privileged position because they stopped the Germans taking us over. I really despise William. I don't want him to be king. Sam says, too busy preaching rubbish to the enlist parasites in Brazil's former rainforest. Clifford says he is a fraud, bring back Harry. I've seen a lot of people say, hey, bring back Harry, we're sick and tired of bullying. Steve says the poor soul is probably worn out after his grueling private jet trip to virtue signal at the climate backslapping twats convention. But Bacon says disgraceful. Instead, he's in Brazil regurgitating propaganda. He's just like his spineless father. Tony says, obviously, realizing that going to Brazil was a big mistake. Sorol says, cannot be there, then ditch the medals you wear, ditch the uniform, ditch the royalty. Exactly. Paula says, yeah, his recovery from his ego boost and political meddling in Brazil shows where his priorities lie. Cole says, lest he's booed and popular globalist Prince William absent from royal family lineup at Festival of Remembrance. Alfredo says, William seemed to have chosen Brazil over Remembrance Day. If true, this is one more sign that he is not fit to become king. Maybe George will take his place. Alex says it's the usual lazy Dim Willie. He must be still recovering from the God Almighty dragging he received in Brazil. Tristan says he's got his priorities wrong again. Not a good look or what's expected from a future king. True. Claire says as the future king, he should be there. Disappointing. Rose says he should have come back from Brazil early. Duty to the people he serves takes priority over his international pet projects. Red Woody says he's worn out due to excessive waving. Ross says, not gonna lie, I'm gutted that William has been drinking from the fountain of Eco Walk. I had high hopes for the future of the monarchy in his hands. That hope is now lost. Hep says his laziness had to get his global emissions up. Just like Andrew's ill-advised Epstein interview, this trip to Brazil was bloody stupid. If Kensington, Royal and Royal family don't make some changes to put the British people at the center of absolutely everything, the crown will fall. Jim says, what? Chasing scat in Rio night clubs most likely. Pat says, too busy. Seth says, it's truly deplorable behavior. William is hopeless and he really doesn't care because he knows the media will cover for him. Bezu, so once again, Billy will refuse to do the little that's demanded of him. Then he'll send out bots and Troll to attack Harry, the war veteran, because Harry will honor Remembrance Day and all the soldiers who made the ultimate sacrifice. Sian says he's spending some quality time with Jason. So there you have it, guys. Let me know what you think about this story. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please remember to hit that subscribe button to like and to share this video. I love you. Stay safe and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.